Adding availability to your calendar is the final step in making yourself live and bookable by practices. I'll walk you through the two types of availability, standard and ad hoc, and how to add them to your calendar. Let's start with standard availability. This option is great if you have a regular work schedule and want to be available for booking across all your activated practices. It allows you to create a recurring weekly template that's easy to manage in bulk. However, keep in mind that standard availability only supports on-site availability. If you're a remote-enabled locum or need more flexibility, we recommend using ad hoc availability instead. Here's how to set up standard availability. Start by clicking Add Availability and selecting Set Standard. Enter the start date and choose an end date, or select the recurring option and set how many weeks ahead you want the standard availability to show on an ongoing rolling basis. Tick the days and times you're available. Remember, this template is based on your session types: morning, afternoon, all day or evening. For example, if you select Monday morning, LocumDeck will display you as bookable for activated practices where you've selected to work a morning session. The exact start and finish times are automatically determined by the session timings you've set for each individual practice. Once set, click Save and your standard availability will appear on your calendar, marked with this icon to show it's part of a standard work pattern. Click on any slot to see the session types you're bookable for and which practices can book you. Clicking on a Practice View button shows how your profile appears to practice managers. It includes your availability, terms, credentials, and practices will have an Instant Book button here. You can return to set standard availability anytime to update or modify your template, making it a quick way to bulk manage your availability. Now let's look at ad hoc availability. This option offers greater flexibility than standard availability, making it ideal if you have a variable schedule or need to set availability for specific dates and times, or if you want to choose which practices can book you, or if you need to include remote work. Here's how to set it up. Click Add Availability and select Ad Hoc, or simply click a date on your calendar and choose Add Availability. Set your precise availability start and finish times. LocumDeck will suggest times based on your session times in your activated practices, but you can adjust as needed. Open the Session Criteria Summary to check which sessions in your activated practices fit within the time slot you're creating. If you'd like to add availability across multiple dates, tick Repeat and select the dates directly from this calendar. While ad hoc isn't recurring, this feature allows you to efficiently add slots for multiple dates, which you can then easily manage as a group from your calendar. Next, click Practice Selection, and here you'll choose which practices can book you. Select all practices if you want availability open to all your activated ones, or use the tick boxes to choose specific practices. Once you're happy, click Save Availability. And when you view ad hoc availability in your calendar, you can distinguish it from standard because it doesn't include the work pattern icon. And when you open it, you'll see availability times you've set, in contrast to the session types shown with standard availability. When you've added availability to your calendar, practices will be notified by email that you're ready for booking. With your availability live and bookable, you can let the work come to you. You'll receive text notifications and email confirmations for instant bookings, and your calendar will automatically update with the booking details. Thank you for completing the setup. You're now ready to get booked.